What's up, guys? What is up, tribe? So today we're going to be doing a live tribe tea segment. If you guys are watching this in future tense, this segment is going to be around an hour long and it should start in 5 minutes. So if you want to skip ahead 5 minutes, it should be started by then. But if you guys want to see what's going on in the live chat, all you have to do is click the live chat button and you should see what everybody else is saying. So yeah, guys, we're going to get this started in 4 minutes now. So what's up, guys? I see you in the comments. I'm a little sad because I ran out of water jugs, so I'm just sitting here like dehydrated as shit, looking dehydrated as the fuck. Like, girl. But I already have the first story pulled up, so we're literally just waiting for everybody to get filled in. Okay, we got around 4 minutes. So if you guys want to chit chat in the chat before we get into it, we could do that. Girl, I just got this wig and I'm living like this is my hairline looks weird on this live, girl. Like, what the fuck? But I'm like living for this wig. This is like my new going to the grocery store wig, or like going to brunch wig, you know. So once I get a cup of something, but I will chug the cup. Like, that's why I'm like, you know what? We just about to do this. Says Chicago says hello. Shout out to Chicago. How's the decorating going? It's going really well. It's just my package is going to be coming in today for like the backdrop of the wall. I already have all the neon signs and stuff. Like, I just needed the literal backdrop and it didn't get here in time. So yeah. Just got out of school for early release. I forgot they do early release on Wednesdays. I miss being in school, dude. Girl, that shipping. I know. And I got Amazon Prime, but then like I was supposed to get it on Monday. And then I checked because I'm like, where the fuck is my package? And they were like, oh, the payment didn't go through. I'm like, the payment didn't go through. And then I looked. I had been Cash Apped $60, right? And then I noticed that there was a PlayStation card that had gotten paid with on my account. And I'm like, who the flim flam did this? And here goes Daniel like, oh yeah, I wanted to buy something, so I just shot you some money. I'm like, bro, you need to tell me stuff like that. So I had to re-push through the order. Like, it was so stupid. And yes, your girl is that irresponsible to the point where I have certain bank accounts that have a lesser amount than like $300. Because I used to work in loss prevention. I know how these people be scamming. So I don't put my real bank accounts on shit. Like, so I have like little play bank accounts. Someone said what he got on PlayStation. He got this new Call of Duty game like on pre-order or some stupid bullshit. I don't know. All right, guys, we got 1 more minute and we're about to start. Damn. Not play bank accounts. Yes, I got my play bank accounts. I'm not about to put my real bank account on no internet commerce site. Like, no. Sometimes I'm over here watching this in class. You better get off your phone and be focusing in class. It's too early in the year for you not to be focusing in class, Miss Ma'am. Somebody said, let me go get my vape too, right? Like, I actually haven't been vaping as much. I usually only vape like when I'm doing live segments or like on the weekends, like when I'm drinking now. Like, I'm doing better, boo. I'm doing better. Someone says same, says class is dry. Come on, clock. I'm ready to get started. Like, I'm ready to get started. Gamer wife life. Look, y'all can have that. This shit sucks. Just got off work. Well, I know you feeling good, girl. But okay, guys, it is finally 2 p.m. Let's start this tribe tea for all the new people in here, because I know some people on YouTube can see this notification. This is a tribe tea segment. That's basically when you guys send me your stories. I give advice. The tribe gives advice in the comments. We key. We give tough love. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So the first story is called Tribe Tea. One of the homies tried to come on to me. Girl, I don't know about y'all. Before I get into the story, I don't know about y'all, but like, you can kind of, as a girl, you can kind of tell when you have a guy friend who is trying to get with you on that level. Like, I feel like there are signs that you should back off. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's just me, but I really feel like as a girl, like, we could tell certain things. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I would have just nipped it in the ass, and I've been like, look, sir, like, anyway, let's get into it. Let me know if you guys are ready, because I'm ready to get started. I am ready to get started, okay? I'm ready. I am ready to get started. Okay. So, she says, hey Naja, to be honest, I was debating whether or not to actually send this, but here I am. Please don't use my name, and I will make fake names for the people in the story. So I'm currently a junior in high school, and my freshman year was very rough. I went through losing a friend in a shooting and various stages of drinking and drug abuse, even though I was and still am very young. Well, I'm really sorry about your loss, and I really hope, even though this is the beginning, I hope by the end of this you actually, like, you know, found different coping mechanisms. Monique's so messy, talking about high school walking out emoji. Okay, so the story starts with my best friend, and we're gonna call her Maya. Maya and I became very close because we had similar mental health issues and family problems. Now, y'all know how I feel about trauma bonding. We probably don't agree, because I talked about it before in another live stream. A lot of you guys were like, oh no, bonding over trauma is awesome. It's dope. I just feel like nothing good comes of it, but that's just me. Anyway, she is 2 years older than me, and most of my friends are older as well. We hung out with these two older boys. We weren't attracted to them, but we were friends. They would pick us up and drive us around, smoke, and chill. We'll call the driver Chris and his friend Kev. I was a lot closer with Kev because we vibe more, and Chris always low-key made me uncomfortable. The four of us had a group chat, so Maya and I asked me one day if I wanted to hang out with them. Of course I said yes. I told my parents I was going to Maya's house, and my dad said I needed to be home by 9. So I ran out the house, hopped in the truck, and Chris drove off. We stopped at the plug's apartment, and he ended up chilling with us too. We're gonna call him Nick. Sis, the plug would never let you hang out at his apartment. That was not the plug, sis. That was not the plug, sis. The plug would never, ever, ever let you hang out at their apartment. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But you are young, so I'm not gonna give you too much, but you ain't about to be at the plug's apartment, girl. The plug is business only, right? Like, the person who you think is the plug don't even really know who the real plug is. There's probably like 2 more people ahead of that plug, but we're gonna proceed because that's not the point of the story. So we're gonna call the plug Nick. He was cool, but we didn't really talk like that. We stopped at a park, and Kev got a call from his mom, and she needed him to come home for something I don't really remember. But we took him home, and Nick hopped in the front seat. A little bit later, around 8 o'clock, Maya had to go home, and usually her mom takes me home, but we figured since it was late, her mom wouldn't want to take me. So I stayed with Chris and Nick. So the 2 people I was friends with were gone, and I was alone with these 2 older boys. I was sitting, wait, but why? Why would you, hold on. Maya had to go home, and usually her mom takes me home, but we figured since it was late, her mom wouldn't want to take me after only being at their house for less than an hour. Okay, look, sis, why would you do that though? Like, why wouldn't you just go with her? Like, why wouldn't you just go with your homegirl? No, she wasn't driving. Chris, the dude that creeps her out, was driving. So it was just her, Chris, and her friend and Nick. So Nick creeps you out, Chris creeps you out, but for whatever reason you were like, you know what? I should stay here with just them and just let my friend go home at 8. Like, I feel like, and this may just me be projecting or whatever, but it's just like, I feel like you wanted to, well, I don't know if the word would be projecting because I wouldn't do this shit, but maybe I'm assuming, maybe that's the word for it. I'm assuming. But I feel like your parents said your curfew was at 9, and when your homegirl was leaving at 8, you were like, oh, hell no, I'm trying to turn up, and you stayed. Because why would you stay with these people that obviously make you uncomfortable? Like, I don't know. That just, I don't know, sis. I would have went home with my friend, and I'm pretty sure if you would have told your friend's mom, like, I don't feel comfortable being alone with these two boys, I doubt her friend's mom would mind driving you home. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. But this is what she said. She said, I stayed with Chris and Nick. So the two people I was friends with were gone, and I was alone with these two older boys. I was sitting alone in the back seat, and Nick would pass me the blunt every so often when we stopped at another park. He rolled me my own. Red flag number one, that this is not the plug, because the plug would never be riding around doing illegal activities. But at the time, I accepted whatever because I was so pressed. I didn't really know what to do with myself, and I didn't want to pay for any drugs. So I'm talking with Nick, and we're vibing. I think Chris had started to get jealous and was trying to get my attention. He kept asking Nick if he was ready to go home, and Nick was saying no, he wanted to chill longer. I wanted Nick to stay because I felt uneasy around Chris. Maya knew how I felt about Chris, and she would joke around saying I was scared of him because he's black. I don't know if this is relevant, but Chris and Kev are black. Me and Nick are Hispanic, and Maya is Arabic. But I was uncomfortable not because he was black, but because he would make strong efforts to touch me or be as close to me as possible, and we didn't really vibe that much. And vibes are how I establish relationships in general, and he would say weird stuff, but I don't know if it was intentional. Girl, your friend wasn't shit. Your friend was not shit talking about, oh, you just scared of him because he black. Like, trying to make a joke out of it. Like, that's not funny. Right, Chelsea, exactly. Like, that's not funny. Like, what the fuck? Like, girl. Oh, my God. Okay. Nick finally said he had to go home, so Chris dropped him off. I'm still sitting in the back seat and Chris is driving. It's about 8:30, 8:45, and I knew if I was home too early, my parents would be suspect because when I was with Maya, it was normal for us to be late. Girl, that's some high shit. That was some high shit right there. Cause like, bruh, if you come home early, you come home early. Like, it is what it is. Like, talking about if I come home early, they gonna know something's going on because I usually be fucking up. So if I'm not fucking up, they gonna know I've been fucking, like, girl, that is some high shit, girl. You would have been fine. You could have just went home. Like, I decided to look over it, and I stayed with Chris a little bit longer, at least closer to 9. He parked his car a few blocks from my street and turned it off. He gets out the driver's seat and walks over to the back door and gets in. I forgot to mention he claims to have a girlfriend that went to a different high school. He lays down in the back seat with his back against the door and starts nudging me with his shoe. This boy is like 6'4" and was taking up the whole row. I was on my phone trying not to pay attention to the fact that he was being weird again, and then he reached over and snatched my phone. Now look, sis, I don't know what happens next, okay? I don't know what happens next, but you said you were close to your house. Sis, I would have walked out of that car so quick and just like walked around the block and just waited until 9 o'clock and then went home. Because no ma'am, no sir, like, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I'm not going to sit here and lie as if when I was a teenager, I was not settling for certain people just to get certain things. I'm not even trying to lie about that. Like, I was definitely that type of bitch when I was a teenager. I get it. But if I'm in walking distance of my house, and me and my friends have done this multiple times, we will be in walking distance from our house, our friend's house, a gas station, like anywhere like that where we know we're in walking distance, we will hop out a whip in like -3 seconds and just chill, wait for another ride to show up, or walk. Like, bruh, like, you is in walking distance from your home, and you got this freaking Bigfoot beast scraping his crusty ass toes on you in his car. Girl, I just hope shit don't go south. I just hope shit don't go south. Okay? To actually talk about open that other door and drop and roll. Like, right? Like, what? Like, what? Like, girl. So, so she said he took her phone. And he wanted, so he took the phone. I took it back and was like, what? And he said if I could put my phone up so we could talk. I played along and I put my phone in my pocket and asked what he wanted to talk about, and he said us. I'm a very straightforward person and can become aggressive quickly. I was high as fuck, so I was cooling and trying to stay calm. I told him there is no us, and I guess he thought I was playing hard to get, and he grabbed me and put me on top of him like he wanted to cuddle. I tried to get up, but he gripped me, so I just laid there like a dumbass. He started telling me, okay, so basically he's trying to do some shit to her. I'm trying to paraphrase because I'm not trying to make anybody uncomfortable, but he tried to do some stuff to her, and she was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, what do you mean? And I said, I don't know what you're trying to pull here, but this ain't the shit that I'm trying to do. So I pulled myself off of him and said, I think it's time you take me home. He got out, hopped in the front seat, and started the truck to drive me to my house. I told Maya, and she apologized, saying it was her fault, but I really felt like I put myself in that position and maybe was giving him the wrong signals. I don't think you were giving him the wrong signals. I feel like he just assumed. You get what I'm saying? But I also I'm trying to put your age into perspective as well. So that's why I'm not trying to just like blame you for him trying to come on to you, because you are young and you said these people are significantly older than you. Like, he knows better. Of course, with any situation in life, you could have done certain things differently to not be in that situation, but it is not your fault that he tried to put his hands on you. You get what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel about that. But after that night, I stopped hanging out with Chris, and he talked shit about me in our group chat, saying I came onto him and eventually removed me from the chat. I blocked him a few weeks later when he tried to private message me saying he broke up with his girlfriend and wants us to start talking again. Y'all were never talking. Like, we were talking before. What the fuck? I later explained to Kev and Nick what happened, and they both apologized too, but I told them it wasn't their fault and it was mine for staying with him in the first place. I'm sorry if this was long, but I wanted to share my story with the tribe, and I hope you enjoy it. I love you so much. Your videos are my favorite thing to listen to when I can't sleep, or if I'm doing little artsy stuff. I love your advice, and I feel like we're very similar because we're both Geminis. Also, by the way, I don't do drugs anymore, and I'm almost a year clean. Well, that's good to hear. Which sucks to say because I'm so young. I just hope that people close to me have learned from my mistakes. Well, for one, girl, I don't think it was your fault at all. Can y'all see? Oh, okay. I'm about to say, I hope y'all can't see these pictures that are on my screen, because homegirl just sent me some pictures of her and her man for the next story, and I didn't want y'all to see it. But I don't think it's your fault, sis. It's not your fault. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of things in life where we could just, if we would have done things differently, different things would have happened. But at the end of the day, it was not your fault that he put his hands on you. And I don't see why there was even a group chat after that. Like, you and Maya should have just exited yourselves out that fucking group chat. Because, look, I don't know. But what I will say, why Maya feels guilty is because she did leave you by yourself. And I would feel guilty too if I was Maya. But the thing with Maya is, it's just like, if you're telling Maya that this person makes you feel uncomfortable and she's trying to make a joke out of it, like, oh, you're scared of him because he's black, like, that's juvenile as shit. And I understand y'all are in high school, but like, I feel like that should have let her know as a friend, like, okay, let me not make this light. Let me just, take my friend seriously and not leave her alone with this person. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's not Maya's fault this man touched you, but Maya could have been a better friend and been like, bitch, get your ass in this fucking car. We're going home. Right? And that's just that on that. That's how I feel. But I'm going to read some of these comments in the chat. Levon says, protocol is if we roll out together, we leave together. Exactly. Period. Period. Poo. Period. 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 Okay? Ladies, we come together. We leave together. Y'all need to stop leaving y'all girls places. I don't care how drunk she is, how fucked up she is. You better drag her ass the fuck out. Someone said, if Maya did anything wrong, she would have just told her to leave with her. Oh, so y'all think that Maya set her up? Is that what y'all trying to say in the comments, that Maya set her up? Because there was no way for Maya to know that Nick and Chris were going to split up. You get what I'm saying? There's no way that Maya would have known that Chris was going to take Nick home first and not her. I don't think Maya set her up. I just feel like Maya was a young, dumb-ass friend. Like, for sure. Because you don't leave your girls. You don't. Maya didn't keep eyes on the friend the whole time, right? Someone says the story gets deeper. Right, because I feel like there are some things that were left out with that. Someone said, like I said, Maya is not her friend. Google user says not unless they talked about it beforehand. Maya sounds like an immature friend. Too many holes in the story. Yeah, I'm with y'all. I can respect y'all opinions. I can respect that. So this next one is called Virgin for No Reason. And I don't know what that's about, but she says she a virgin for no reason, girl. Let me know. Someone said throw the whole group away. Right. Like, why you want to hang out with these old ass bums? Anyway, I never understood that. Like, when I was her age, I used to hang out with people my age right now. And I'm like, damn, I used to hang out with some fucking bums, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, girl. Okay, let me know. Y'all ready? Okay. Y'all like, girl, shut up. Let's get on to this next story. We tired of hearing you talk. All right. So it's called Virgin for No Reason. Hey, Naja. Okay, you said... Please read on a pre-recorded Tribe Tea. I don't know why, but I like the edits of them. All right, well, I will save this for you. This is pretty short, but okay. I'll save it for you, sis. You got me all excited because you got pictures and shit. Now you talking about save it for a freaking Tribe Tea? Like, damn. Okay, this one is called Fat Girl with a Crush. I hope you owning your fatness, girl, because I hope you owning it, and I hope you're not putting yourself down with the word fat. Like, I really just hope. I hope. Because I got friends like that who will own being fat and be like, no, I'm not curvy. I'm fat and I'm cute. Like, I really hope that that's the vibe you're giving me, because I really need that confidence right now. So, I'm just going to get into it. Right. Y'all talking about these titles. Right. Okay. Hello again. I'm writing you again because I had another situation that needs advice. So I'm fat, like fatter than my pics give off. Girl, who isn't fatter than what they pics be giving, girl? Like, that's everybody, girl. Don't do yourself like that. Like, come on now. When I was in elementary school, I had a crush on this boy. Girl, if you don't move the fuck on, if you do not move on, I know. You had a crush on this boy in elementary. Okay. He's the only guy I felt anything for in a long time. Yeah, I know I was a little kid, but still. I only had 2 crushes growing up, and the last one lives in Texas, and I don't live there anymore. But anywho, this guy was super sweet and never bullied me, which was rare because of my size. He helped me cheat on my math quizzes and stood up for me when teachers weren't being fair. However, he had a temper. He was known to be aggressive towards authority figures. He wasn't like overly confrontational, but he definitely wasn't one to back down. He reminded me of one of those people who'd return an order that was wrong. I'm the exact opposite. Okay, girl, are you talking about an elementary school student right now? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, did he grow up? Like, okay. So fast forward 5 years. Okay, she said she's 20 at the time. I'm about to say, so girl, you've liked this boy since elementary school. You are 20 years old. I'm about to say, what elementary school students saying fuck the police? Like, what's going on? But, okay. So, fast forward 5 years, and I'm telling my group of girlfriends about him, over Facebook. We were talking about crushes and weird shit we do around them. When I told them about him, they immediately Facebooked him. The only person who came up was his little brother. They asked me if I wanted them to message the brother, and my dumbass said sure. I was 20 at the time and too grown to be acting like this, but they did it anyway. So fast forward another 3 years, and I forget that my friends messaged the brother, and I just get the balls to message him. He immediately asked me if I'm stalking him and his brother. I mean, kinda? It's been 2 decades, sis. It's been 2 decades, sis. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Okay. I remember I wanted to commit ankle scooter right then and there. I was mortified. I wasn't stalking, but I could totally see how it could come off that way. I was so embarrassed. I blocked him and pretended like it never happened. So recently I Facebooked the actual dude I was crushing on. Why? Why are you still contacting them? Leave them alone, girl. What are you doing? It went from, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed, block. Just kidding. Unblock. Like, girl, what are you doing? Like, oh my God. He finally made a Facebook and he changed a lot. I barely recognized him. Well, duh, sis, you haven't seen him since y'all was in the sandbox. But his smile and his profile pic gave it away. He looks like a fuckboy now. My heart was crushed. Oh my God, girl, I am not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. I'm about to give you some real good advice after this, girl. Okay. He looks like the type of dude you'd never want to leave a drink unattended with, which makes me, oh shit, so you trying to say he looks rapey? Girl. Which makes me even more sad because it's been known by my fellow fat sisters that if an attractive guy sees that you like them, they usually will do the old hump and dump. I've always been fat, by the way, so he knows what I look like before, but I worry he'll think he can get a free, demonetized. Basically he think he about to get into the biscuit, but just by showing me some affection. I don't want to be seen as an easy fat girl. Plus I'm asexual, so I don't even know if I'd be comfortable doing it with him without a meaningful relationship first. But knowing that his brother more than likely told him some fat girl was trying to hit him up and him looking like a frat house fuckboy has me super nervous. Girl, okay, let's just cancel out the word fat. Like, just cancel that shit out. You could be the skinniest bitch on earth, okay? This is too much. Like, this is too much. Like, literally, you could be the skinniest bitch on earth and you hitting up people's brothers because you had a class with them at elementary school that you still have a crush on them, and then you freaking hit them up. Like, this has nothing to do with your size. Like, I just want you to know that. This has nothing to do with your size at all. Like, at all. I haven't added him yet, and I'm super nervous to. Do not add him. But I'm very cynical, so maybe I'm reading too much into all of this, but I don't know. I'm not much of a risk taker, but I also know I don't want to live with regrets. Should I reach out to him and try to start something? If any fat tribe members have any advice, that would be super appreciated as well. I'll add some pics of him, but please don't show them. I already know you don't, but I wanted to show you what he looks like and what I look like. Okay, so he... No comment, girl. No comment. And sis, the picture of you, you're not ugly. Like, you really need to, like, get a grip. You need to get a grip. You're not ugly. Okay? Him. Like, bruh, why are you wasting your time on him? You are coming off very creepy, very stalkerish, very obsessed. You need to move on, girl. It was elementary school. You're in your 20s. You're 23 now. We're the same age, and I could not imagine. Oh, my God. My fucking door just opened by itself, and what the fuck? We're gonna ignore that. But yeah, I'm gonna, anyway. These spirits, don't hurt me. Yeah, so... Girl, just leave him the fuck alone because I can't, like, I cannot, like, I really cannot. I can't even imagine, like, because I'm trying to think, I had a boyfriend when I was in the 5th grade, and I can't imagine just, like, because I was not cute, and that's another thing, girl, who the fuck was cute in elementary school? We was all ugly as fuck. So it's just like, I was not cute, and I had me a little boyfriend, and I was big. I was really big in elementary school. Like, I lost a lot of weight in middle school. I used to be really overweight in elementary school, and I had me a little boyfriend. That's like me stalking the one boy that gave me attention when I was overweight for the rest of my life because for whatever reason, I feel like nobody else would like me at my weight. Like, trust me, girl, there are men out there who like big girls, but they also like big, confident girls, okay? You are not an ugly girl. You need to get out of this mentality that this is the only boy for you because he was the only boy who was nice to you when you were the most insecure in your adolescence. Like, I really feel like you need to put yourself out there. Like, look for men who specifically like larger women. For a start, I wouldn't do that completely. I would do that as a starter, just so you could see, like, look, there are men out there who like bigger girls. But I wouldn't stick with those types, because usually those types tend to fetishize bigger women. But I would use that as like a little stepping stone to get your confidence back up. Like, let you know you still got it. Let you know you're that bad bitch that you are. Obviously that you are, but you're fogged up. Like, and then put yourself out there. You'd be surprised how much confidence attracts people to come towards you. Exactly, Tori. You don't need to be chasing no man, period. Let people come to you, because this is too much. And by the way, if you do start dating, don't tell anybody about this, girl. Keep this to yourself. And your friends ain't shit, because they should have been told you, girl, this is weird. This is not what you need to be doing. In the chat. Someone said, I need confidence too. Girl, go in the mirror and tell yourself one thing that you like about yourself every day. It helps, trust me. That's what I do when I'm feeling like shit. Someone says, it's the energy and the vibes you put out, right? Ooh, y'all, it's true. She is too obsessed with her being fat. I hope she gets the confidence. Right, I do too. Someone said 283 the whole time. What does that mean? Somebody said hit the gym. That's the thing, like, I don't know. I feel like when you're trying to lose weight and that's all somebody says to you, or like if you feel overweight or insecure in your weight and that's the only thing somebody says to you, I feel like that's really like dismissive. That might just be me, but I feel like when somebody is like trying to be vulnerable and telling you like what they're insecure about and it has something to do with their physical appearance, and you just hit them with the go to the gym, I feel like that's really like insensitive and dismissive. Like, because if going to the gym was easy and working out was easy and getting them gains was easy, don't you think everybody would be fit? Like, you get what I'm saying? It takes more than the gym. And sometimes people are just overweight genetically. Like, a lot of people don't think about that. So it's just like, you can't just say go to the gym and all your freaking dreams will come true. Like, you get what I'm saying? Someone says, love yourself for you. Don't change for anyone. Somebody says she big bone. Bitch, baby might be big bone. Damn, like, shit, she's still cute. That's why I'm like, girl, come on now, girl. Get it together. So this one says, so basically the consensus that we came up with is leave this boy alone and build up yourself. Maybe relearn how to love yourself, and don't seek validation in men that are nice to you when they were children. You get what I'm saying? Like, just do you. Oh, that's funny. One of you guys in the chat, I think this is your story. I just seen your icon. It's the same icon. So this one is called, she said she was single, but of course she wasn't. So let me know if you guys are ready. And I know you're in the chat, sis, because you have the same little Abby going on. I'm not going to out you, but if you out yourself, that's you. But I know you in the chat, sis. What's goody? What's goody? Damn, I want some avocado toast. Okay. Okay, y'all are ready? All right. Hey, Naja. I watched your videos for 2 years now, but I never wrote a tribe tea until now. Well, thanks for sticking with me. Okay, I appreciate you. I just want to warn you in advance that I'm from Germany and my grammar isn't the best. You can call me, is it Xana? I like that. Xana. That's cute. That's really cute. I like that. Okay, I'm sorry. Am I the only one? Like, I like writing and shit, so like I be looking for new character names. I'm like, ooh, I like that. Like that shit right. But anyway, very cute, very cute. I like names that start with like X and Z's and Y's and Q's, like weird ass letters. Anyways, enough about me. You can call me Xana, but it's pronounced German and has nothing to do with this sadly over romanced. Is it pronounced like Hana? I wonder if I got that right. Hana? Can an X even make that sound in German language? That shit sounds weird though. Oh, it is. That's how it's pronounced. Hana. That's dope as fuck, bruh. Like, okay, let me stop. Okay, I'm 20 now, and this story happened when I was 17. I met this girl in school. Let's call her Ashley. We started talking during school breaks and soon met in coffee shops and stuff. Never in my life did I get along with someone so well and so fast. We had every goddamn interest in common and even had the same childhood, except she was 23. Already during our, whoa. So, she was 23 and you were 17? Or is she 23 now and you're 20? Because that's a difference. That's a difference. Someone said Chris Hansen. Wait a minute. I don't know how they get down in Germany. I don't know y'all Romeo and Juliet laws over there, but she's 6 years older than you. So if you were 17, okay, so she was 23 when you were 17. Okay. I couldn't do it, but all right, jail. But I don't know how it gets down in Germany. I don't know y'all laws and shit, but in America, they would be like, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. So the Europeans are out here, I guess so. I know in France, you can get married really young and shit, like to people, like the age gaps don't matter. So maybe it's the same, I don't know. But she said, already during our first meeting, we shared a lot of secrets. Like, we both had the same exact mental illness, not just anxiety and depression, but like real bad shit. Shit that I never told anybody before, because it's that kind of disorder that every look warns you about. Like, don't date these people because they're a danger to society, stigmas. But I told Ashley, she told me, we just felt safe and this connection. I really thought she was my soulmate. Girl, this lady is manipulating you. She is manipulating the fuck out of you. Like, that's not cool. Like, she's too old to be doing this shit to you. Like, she knows how fragile your mind is at this age. She talked about how bad she is in relationships and why she's single. I told her I never had a relationship before. She asked me about my sexuality, and I told her that I'm pretty sure I'm homo-romantic, asexual. But to be honest, I still don't know. So basically what that is like people, basically the same as the girl from the last story, where it's like you're asexual, but if you were to have sex, I guess it's somebody that you're like romantically in love with or feel a connection with, I guess. Don't know. That's like my paraphrase of it. But the thing that is weird to me is like, you guys didn't discuss how like how did y'all meet? Like, this doesn't make sense to me, because like it'd be one thing if you guys met on like a dating website or like something like that, but it's just like you guys met on a friend pretense and then it turned into you know, what are you attracted to and stuff. So that's why I'm just like, okay, where does grown ass lady find you? Like, where did she find you? Like, I don't know. Ashley said that she was bi and doesn't really care about sex, so I thought I actually had a chance to be with this girl, and I fell for her really bad. Girl, that's a motherfucking lie. That's a motherfucking lie. Y'all met in school. How did y'all meet in school if she is 6 years older than you? Like, how is Germany set up? How is Germany set up? Because in the U.S., you do 4 years in elementary, 3 years in middle, 4 years in high school. So how is y'all school system set up where you got 23-year-olds? It's a design school. So are you like in college, like in Germany? Is it like the UK where you go to college and like at 17? Okay, so okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so it's like university, like what y'all Europeans call it, university. So okay, that makes sense, because I'm like, where did you guys meet? But okay, anyway. And then college here is however many years you want to make it, honestly. But someone says she is super senior. Yo, they said she is super senior, right? Okay, so months go by and we're really good friends. Nothing more, because I would never tell her that I'm in love with her. She kissed me on the cheek a few times, and for me, this kind of is more than a relationship. But I know a lot of friends are this close together, so I knew this meant nothing. Shit got bad when I started to sleep at her apartment. Ashley told me before that she has a roommate that is also her best friend, and I didn't think much of it, but this pitiful guy, I'll get to him soon. The first sleepover wasn't bad. The only weird thing was when at 1 a.m. her roommate got home and she got up and disappeared with him for an hour. I'm still pretty sure I heard kissing and they were super cuddly. When she got back, I asked her if they were a couple and she said no. But some time ago, we were a couple. We kiss sometimes now and then, but that's normal. Okay, so in the beginning, y'all were not a relationship. And then for whatever reason, you're like, you know what, fuck it, let's get into a relationship. I don't know. She was also talking about how they never communicate and they don't want to label themselves. Now, this was a big red flag for me. I tried to stay away from her emotionally, but you know, the heart wants what the heart wants and shit. Yeah, but this is like super manipulative. Like, this is super manipulative. And what I was saying about sex, look, that's a motherfucking lie. That's a motherfucking lie, bruh. We bisexual people, we may not be like as freaked out and like as sex obsessed as like people try to make us seem. But every stereotype comes with a little bit of truth, okay? I think about shit, okay? Like, look, I think about shit, okay? Like, I couldn't be in a relationship and just not, you know, like, that's just me. Like, I need to have that physical connection because I'm mad. Somebody said, what's up, welfare gang? The welfare office is in the chat. Like, I don't know. Like, I couldn't do no open relationship. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's just me personally. But you telling me I'm attracted to every fucking body and I can't have nobody? Girl, I knew that was a lie. The second she said that to you, I was like, oh, she's just trying to get you. She's trying to see if she could be the one to get you. Somebody said, nah, that's that Gemini. Girl, probably. But but I feel like when she was just like, oh, I don't care about sex, I feel like she was just trying to see how far she could go with you. Like, that's my opinion on that. But, so, during our friendship, she was the one who talked me into going to a mental hospital, and I will forever be grateful for it. During my time in the hospital, I experienced the craziest shit someone could ever imagine by watching Orange is the New Black. Seriously, it was that crazy and sometimes humiliating, but I keep these story times for my own channel. Nevertheless, this experience helped me a lot and my attitude changed completely and I started to really fight for my well-being. Back to Ashley. Because I wasn't the person I was when I was 17 and wanted to take responsibility and stop blaming everyone else but myself for my own misery, I realized Ashley was and probably forever will be, even with her 26 years now, exactly like me when I was goddamn 17. And that is a thing that I try to get through to people. Like, a lot of you guys, when you send me in these stories of you being 16, 17, dating a 21-year-old, or you being 19, dating a 25-year-old, like, a lot of you guys get where I'm coming from, and then some of you guys get defensive and you're like, oh no, we're it's not a bad age gap because what if I was 21 and they were 26? And it's just like, I'm coming from a place of experience. Like, I was 17 dating a 21-year-old, and what you just said is like the whole message of what I try to tell people. It's like, there is a reason why that older person is not dating people their age. They are mentally stuck at that age that they are pursuing, or they cannot meet up to par to their peers to date people who are on the same level as them. Like, I don't think that people get it. And like, I get that there are some mature younger people. I was one of them. But at the end of the day, your brain is not done developing and you can't see certain signs. Because I was a very mature teenager. I'm an older sibling. I helped raise kids. I worked. Like, I had my grades on point. I was a very mature teenager. But because I was not a 21-year-old, I was not a 22-year-old, and I was not a 23-year-old in a relationship with an older person, I was not emotionally mature enough to understand certain things because I was young. And that's what I try to tell y'all and get to y'all. But y'all be getting so defensive because you want to get dropped off at your high school by the quarterback from fucking 2013. And it's like, sis, I'm sorry, but you're dating a fucking loser. Like, I'm so sorry about it, but you're dating a loser. Like, and I know it's hard, but what you just said is like what I be trying to tell people, but like, they think I'm being a hater or they think I'm being sour, but it's just like, damn. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this up, girl. I'm not gonna keep. So, all her friends are at least 5 years younger than her. Red flag number one. Usually people who are like this, all of their friends are younger. And when I was in that situation, 17, dating a 20-something-year-old, all of his friends were younger. Some of his friends were younger than me. This is a common pattern that they have because they like to be the smart one out of the group, or, you know, like to make themselves feel more mature when they're really not. I could make a whole video on these type of people, bruh. Like, I think I might make a video when I'm done filming this on these type of people, because I'm really trying to help y'all, but some of y'all just be so digmatized, and I get that y'all teenagers or whatever, but girl, she said all her friends are 5 years younger than her. She told me once that she never went grocery shopping alone by herself, and some habit that really describes her as a character. We're both going to a language course that is in the center of my city. Ashley lives in a small village next to this city. Mind you, this village is exactly next to mine. So the bus ride takes 30 minutes. And her bus comes every 20 minutes, which is actually really convenient. But not convenient enough for Princess Ashley. Her roommate, Kevin, picks her up with his car every single week. He drives 30 minutes to the center of the city just because Ashley is too delicate. Back to the story. I was trying to tell, girl, what is you talking about? Can you tell German teacher hated me for always writing 6-page essays when they were 30? Right, because I'm like, what is you talking about, girl? What is going on? When do we get to the point where she was cheating on you? Because things got really weird when I slept over at her house for the second time. We watched a movie and everything was cool until Ashley told Kevin to sit with us on the couch, even if he didn't want to. So Kevin ignored me and didn't talk to me, which is fine because I have social anxiety and Ashley does too, so maybe even Kevin does. But Kevin walked straight to Ashley and laid down on her lap. They start to cuddle, and Ashley even played with his hair and did other couple stuff. I swear I have never been so uncomfortable. Look, this might be a long shot, but I think that Ashley might be lying about having mental illnesses. I feel like you and Kevin might actually have things going on. You for sure, because you've been committed into a facility. But I don't think that Ashley has anything going on. I think she is emotionally manipulating you guys. Like, I really feel like I feel like that is her man, and he's insecure. You know that that's her man. You are insecure. She's manipulating y'all. This is manipulative as shit. So, as if that wasn't enough, Ashley told me she had back pain, so she had to sleep in her room. So she wanted me to sleep alone in her living room. I said I was uncomfortable and wanted to go home, but it was 1 a.m. and no bus was driving until 6. Ashley said Kevin could drive me home, and he did. Even in the car, my third wheeling was unbelievable. After that, I didn't go home. I couldn't. I called my best friend and asked if I could stay and cried my eyes out. Now look, this happened recently, right? So, girl, sis, I know you have social anxiety, but I would have been like, Ashley, no, me and Kevin are riding in this car by ourselves. And I would have sat in the car with Kevin and I would have been like, what's tea, sis? Because at this point, Kevin, you a sis. Sis, what's tea? Like, this bitch playing us or what? Because it's time to go. Like, me and you, we need a dip. Like, this bitch got us fucked up. So the next morning, I text Ashley and told her why last night made me uncomfortable, and she got angry and said that Kevin was just socially awkward and that she doesn't know how to socialize because of her mental illness. Yeah, bitch, that's what I'm telling you. She did it, though. Also said they're not together and don't have communication because they don't have sex, basically, so they're not a couple. Imagine how I feel as an asexual hearing something like this. Girl, I tried to tell you, bruh, there ain't no bisexual person on this planet. Well, I'm not going to say on this planet, but the majority of bisexual people, I don't see how that would work with being in a relationship with an asexual person. Like, how would you be attracted to every fucking thing and then be faithful? Well, I can see how you could be faithful, but I'm just saying, intentionally get into a relationship with an asexual person and then say something insensitive to that asexual person, like, oh, well, I don't have sex with that person, so we're not in a relationship. Like, I could have told you the second she would have said she was bisexual as an asexual person, I would have been like, look, bruh, like, don't get it wrong. I'm the same as you, sis. I'm picky as fuck when it comes to people too, but that's anybody. You're going to be picky on who the fuck you decide to lay down with. But sex is very important to me, and I know me personally, I could not be in an asexual relationship. But she says she's mainly attracted to bisexual people. Girl. But When she said that, my feelings for her were completely gone. Months later, I also realized that I'm always the person reaching out to her, and she always has time for me every 3 months or every 2 hours. Right, like, no, girl, no. But, basically, she said, thanks for reading. I'm a Cancer, and she's an Aries, by the way. Before this happened, I never believed in this zodiac crap, but recently I realized all my unhealthy relationships were with Aries women. And I never wanted to be that bitch, but honestly, I asked everyone in my life their zodiac sign just to keep away from the BS. To all people hearing this, know your worth and communicate. Girl, that was a lot. That was a fucking lot. Like, what do y'all gotta say? Because I'm speechless. I'm speechless. What do y'all gotta say? I just want to hear what y'all gotta say about that. Someone said, Cancer girl, go for some water or earth. Right. Right. Someone said, Hannah Montana, you better stop. Oh, you better step. Someone said Aries women are annoying as fuck. Either try to one up the controlling level or careless burns into between. I like Aries women. They're my favorite. Like the personality where I can like not knock them down, but you know, like kind of just be like, all right, sis, let's wind this down a little bit, you know, like. But I like Aries in general. But I mean, I'm an Aries rising, so maybe that's why I just get along with them so well. But I don't know. It's weird because I have no water in my chart at all. Like, I might be a demon. I don't know. But, I mean, I like Cancers, bro. Like, I feel like you shouldn't just base all of your stuff on zodiac signs. Like, you never know. Like, you never know who you end up fucking with. Like, for the longest, I didn't think that me and Sagittarius got along. And, like, 3 of my friends are Sagittarius and they're cool as shit. Like, I mean, you can't really base that on that. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so to end this segment out, I want to read a story from like one of my favorite people that be sending in stories, bruh. Like, he is like one of my favorite people, and it's so ironic. Like, okay, so like so far my favorite people, like my repeat tribe offenders that be sending in stories is Action, Lucy, and this dude. This dude be killing me because he lives in my city, or at least has at one point, and every time he sends in stories, it be crazy as fuck. Like, he sent in that story about being the side dude for like 8 years, and then going out with that crazy girl that tried to like cast like a demonic spell on him. Like, do y'all remember who I'm talking about? Let me know if y'all remember who I'm talking about. Oh, no, you know who my other favorite is? The lady that be sending in the stories about how, like, she be financially supporting her crazy-ass family and how, like, her sister's daughter be on shit and her sister's husband. Like, that's another one of my favorite repeat tribe offenders. But this one is called Greatest Tribe Tea Part 3, The Toxic Relationship. Okay, let me know when y'all are ready. Because I'm ready. I'm ready to eat this avocado toast. I'm waiting on that 10 minutes, girl. I'm ready to eat. Like, yes. This vegan shit is working. I feel like I have so much more energy. Like, I'm not angry, bitch. Like, I am, like, loving this shit. I'm excited to eat my little avocado toast, girl. Anyway, let's get this. Let's get into the story. I see y'all already. Okay. Okay. Hey there. So... I'm a hot ass mess. I am such a hot ass mess. Okay, so hey there. So I got another drama filled story, which should be a movie, part 3. This one will not be about being a side dude for a couple years or a demonic girl. We will talk about some of the tea that's happening in the years me and my bestie have known. Now look, sir, you know how to type, okay? You know how to type, so I'm not gonna come at you so hard, but don't know what you're trying to say. You say, me and my bestie have each known the grammar spirits. The grammar spirits. Okay. Somebody said I was vegan for 3 years and looked like I was released from a camp. I am about to log out on you right now. Like, I'm about to log out. But anyway, so they said they have both known the greatest thought ever. LOL. Okay. So years ago, I met a girl who I'll call B. She was dope as fuck, and me and her automatically became mad close after getting to know each other. We ended up having phone sex and exchanging nudes. I've noticed a pattern with you, okay? What is up with you in phone sex? Like, how old are you? Because, and I know you're grown. That's why I'm like, bro, like, have you been to jail or something before and you just got like this infatuation with phone sex? Like, you're a repeat offender of having phone sex with multiple women. Like, why do you like that? Like, why don't you FaceTime somebody? Like, boy, okay. So we ended up exchanging nudes the first day. She became my best friend. That's that Jacksonville shit. Look, if you send nudes and shit, that's not your best friend. Like, what are you doing? Like, Jacksonville makes me sick. Ugh. And she started dating some guy who was a loser, who dropped out of school at 15, didn't even sell weed because he lazy. he just stayed home every day smoking off other people. Why are you gonna bruh, you action. I'm not gonna lie, I tried doing that in college and it didn't work. Like, it was so awkward to me, I had to stop because it's only old ass men that want to do that shit. Like, no, I'm not about to be, no. Maybe I should do a story time about that because that was a very trying time for me. But anyway, my best friend B would cheat on this guy so much. She had 4 guys picking her up from work, and they ran a train on her and took pics of her. She was even getting nasty with older doctors who were 59 and married, and she was 19 at the hospital she worked at. So, okay. She sent me a link to a Tumblr she had with her man, which her man knew nothing about, where she would be naked and write, like, slutty stuff. She would write slut, whore, and other words on her forehead and body with a marker. She had a bunch of these pics posted up. One day, she sent me a video of her giving head to 2 guys at once. I want to know what you look like. I want to know what you look like. Because, like, why are these bitches throwing themselves at you? Like, you need to send me a picture one day. Like, because, look, how are you having all these, because I don't know, look, I'm speechless. I'm speechless right now. Like, I respected the technique, but I told her she was wrong for doing it. And then an hour later, I see her cuddled up with her man on Facebook. So she was also into girls. She would never give her man a threesome, but would have a threesome with other guys, and saying how it turned her on to eat. It turned her on to eat a man's groceries and then kiss her boyfriend on the mouth afterwards. I'm gonna just move on because one day she asked if I wanted to go to a barn party in the valley, and I said sure, or anything. So I asked one of her guy friends where she is. He takes me to this upstairs part of the barn, and literally 2 hours before we go to the party, she was hugging her man and saying how much she loves him. He didn't go to the party because he had to watch over his younger siblings. I see her getting smashed by 2 guys in the attic of this barn. She takes, oh my God, I need to pray after this. I need to pray after this. She stops midway during this act, waves at me and says, "Hey, best friend." I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not lagging. I'm just taking a lot of pauses because I am fucking shook right now. Like, what the fuck? Okay. She eventually ends up taking her 2 gay best friends' virginities, and she tells me that she is in love with one of the cousins and wants to be in a relationship with her man and her gay best friend. She tries to get her. She sounds like a whole sex offender. Like, she is a predator. Like, she needs to be locked up. Like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, you said fuck consent. You just don't give a fuck about consent at all. You said, let me manipulate my friend's sexual identity real quick. Like, right, exactly. How do you meet these people again? Because, oh my God. For two years, this guy has no idea she's been cheating on him with 47 different guys and 9 girls. And yes, she has had sex with all of them. I've seen too many videos of this. So she ends up pregnant by this guy and ends up losing it. Things get even more wild now. She tries to sell her nudes for money and her body. I tell her to slow down. She's doing too much. And one day she calls me telling me that her man beat up his own best friend / plug because he caught her sucking the dude's eggplant emoji. She's still smashing other dudes while she's pregnant with no condom. What the fuck? And this is why, bro. This is why I don't be... No. I'm not going to repeat this next sentence because this is freaking nasty. But basically, she did something nasty and posted on Snapchat. I'm already demonetized. Like, it's done. Thanks, friend. I'm demonetized. But she just did something real nasty and posted it on Snapchat. A year later, she has the baby this time, and she told me she was going to change. She starts smashing one of his cousins and his best friend for money. He eventually finds out and ends up hitting her at their baby shower. While she is holding the baby, he punched her in the face. Oh no, bruh. She ain't deserved that. She ain't deserved that, bruh. I'm sorry, like, she ain't put his hands on him. He shouldn't have punched her in the fucking face. Should he leave her? Definitely. Should he not get married to her? Definitely. But she gets an order of protection on him, and he can't see the baby. One of his homeboys she was smashing as well recorded the whole thing and showed the cops as evidence so he could be with her. A couple months later, B finds out her baby daddy was cheating on her the whole time and playing innocent. All these years from paying 2 different girls rent, damn, and saying he's broke, to smashing a girl she didn't like in her car and trying to buy escorts and trying to sell himself as an escort. So they're perfect for each other. So they're hoes. They just hoes. Like, if he wouldn't have put his hands on her, they would have been the perfect couple. Like, honestly. She even tried to get me to have a threesome with her and a gay best friend, and I refused, saying I'm not into that at all. Oh, wow. So she was trying to get 2 dudes to... Okay, sis is wilding out here. Like, sis is like... She bout it. Like, damn. She might as well just be a porn star. Like, that's what I don't get. Like, just do porn. Like, for one, do porn. If you want to get paid for having sex, do fucking porn, sis. Like, it sounds like you bout that shit. You bout it, bitch. Go do some porn. So basically, I'm the godfather of the baby. You're the godfather of the baby. So if her and Brett die, you got to take care of this baby. You're not going to know who the daddy is. And you got to explain to this baby one day, like, yo, your mother. Oh my God. What? You the godfather of the baby. I'm the godfather of the baby. So it all worked out. P.S. She is not with him anymore, but will post pics breastfeeding naked, even being naked in pools and hot tubs, and being nude and posted on Snapchat. She says she has to have confidence because she is a 230-pound girl, and being a thought shows her confidence in her body and herself. So this is an ongoing thing, basically. This is recent. This is an ongoing thing. This is recent. Look, she might just be like a nymphomaniac or something and might just need to go into porn. Just go into porn, sis. Like, it is what it is. Like, you doing all this shit for chump change, you can get into porn and make some real fucking money. Like, because, bruh. And I don't think having sex with a whole bunch of people shows anybody that you're confident. Like, it doesn't. Confident. Like, it just shows that you like to have sex with a lot of different people. Like, right, Jesus left the chat a long time ago. I need to pray. Like, someone said there's nothing wrong with sleeping around, but don't be in a relationship if you about that life. Exactly. That's how I feel too. Like, what's the point in settling down? Like, I don't get it. Someone says she needs the whole church, not just the priest. She needs exorcism. She got that sex demon. I don't know what's going on. Someone said Jesus on vacation. Someone said she needs some damn Lysol. Damn, like, bless. Someone said, well, this story stressed me out, right? I thought it was going to be a kiki sesh. This just stressed me out. Like, there are really people like this in the world. Like, I always think, like, you know, when I'm rich, I'm going to be on my, Tiana Taylor type shit, you know, and go to the islands, and, you know, me and my man, we could pick up a boo. And then you see shit like this, and it reminds you, like, okay, maybe this isn't a good idea. Not a good idea. Someone said, I know that's right, sis. Right. Like, I need to smoke some sage while y'all playing. I really do need to bless this house real quick because that was very creepy. And that was a lot of tea. Okay, that was a lot of tea. What month are we on? We are, oh my God, we are still in July, and it's about to be October. Like, we are still in July with the long stories, but with the short stories, I'm pretty sure we're in August. So yeah, but the long stories, we're in July still. And actually, let me see, after this story, where would we be at? Yeah, the long stories, we're still in July. And the shorter stories, we are in August right now. So that's pretty much that, guys. Thanks for tuning in to my live tribe tea segment. Again, if you guys want your stories read on here, all you have to do is email me in the email in the description. Make sure it is my advice email and not my business email, because it will, I'm so mad somebody just said coochie on life support. Oh my God. Y'all need to stop with this chat. I'm out. I'm out of here, okay? I'm about to eat my avocado toast. I hope you guys have commentary videos this week. Hopefully you like them. I had some of you guys vote on them. If you haven't seen, go into the community section. That's usually where we talk about video ideas and stuff like that, and our polls and stuff like that. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace and blessings.